Well, hello, on the road again. Always exciting setting off on a journey, and today I'm at a service station on the A1 where I'm meeting up with a couple of my friends, John and Dave, and we're riding up to Aberdeen to catch the ferry over to the Shetland Islands. We're going the ferry to Lerwick, and we're going to the Simmer Dim rally, the midsummer rally on the Shetland Islands. Never been before, so really looking forward to it, really excited. Well, there's one or two bikes on the boat today. Just one or two bikes, and it's still, well, about 3.5 hours until we sail, so there's going to be a lot more. A lot more. Wow. Let's hope the crossing's not too rough. Otherwise we're going to see a nice game of dominoes. Right, that's my bike secured and lashed down, so time to go and find somewhere comfortable to sit in the bar, I think, and grab some food. So, good morning. We are on Shetland. Disembarked from the ferry in Lerwick, and we're heading up towards the rally site. Noticed a lot of people just sort of dallying around in Lerwick, so I think we're going to beat the crowd, hopefully get a good spot to put the tent up. It's quite dull here, low cloud, little bit of moisture in the air, but not proper rain. So looking forward to getting there and getting the tent set up. Well, here we are at the Simmer Dim, and that's my tent up. John just getting his sorted out. And you can see there's quite a few people here already. I think a lot of people must have arrived yesterday, but as you can see there's also a lot of space left on the field here. I suspect this is going to fill up very quickly as all the other people off the ferry drift in later this morning. Well, we've arrived at the rally site. I've got my tent up, so I know I've got somewhere to shelter in the dry if the heavens open. It's a bit misty, a bit damp, but looking forward to the weekend. Great. Well, there's plenty of people here. I think there's about 400 people coming to the rally this year. I just love the mix of bikes that you get at rallies like this. All sorts of bikes. It's wonderful. Just proper bikers all mixing together and having a great time. Well, good morning. We had a good party at the rally last night, the Thursday night. I think we all drank a little bit too much. Enthusiasm of the first night. But getting a bit of fresh air and getting out and exploring the islands this morning. So you can see it's very grey and overcast, but the rain is holding off. Very, very windy as well. But we're off to explore. We're heading out west this morning. We're going to see how far we can get out west, but I think John wants to stop and have a look at this little place down here. It's the narrowest part of the island, so yeah, let's stop and have a little look and explore here.
Should we go and have a look at Mavis Grind? Or even Mavis Grind?
Right, so tell us where we are, John. What's this?
We're at Mavis Grind, which, depending on how your mind works, could be interpreted many different ways. But apparently it's the shortest place where you can stand one side on the Atlantic and throw a stone in the North Sea. It's the narrowest point of Shetland. It's about 70 metres wide.
So that's the North Sea over there.
Yep.
And then if I spin around here,
That's the Atlantic.
that's the Atlantic Ocean. Fantastic. So we are heading out west now. We're trying to ride as far west as you can get on the Shetland Islands. So we're heading out to but first we're going to Bridge of Walls and then out towards Sandnes. And I think the furthest point we can get to on here is a little place called Melby, which I don't believe I've been to before. So it'll be interesting to explore over there. But of course, inevitably, first of all, we are heading to the place on the map called Twat. It has to be done, doesn't it? You know, but I don't think we'll bother stopping and taking photographs there. But yeah, it brings out the schoolboy in you. So you see it's still pretty windy. It's dry, overcast. Quite a nice day for riding actually, because it's not too hot, and if it stays dry, be happy with that. And it's lovely riding along here. Now, people say that there are no trees on the Shetland Islands, and obviously that's not true, because we've passed lots of trees, but there are not many trees. I think it's fair to say that just the climate means that there's not many trees here. I have to say, if I lived here, I would miss the trees. I do love the trees. But I know I've spoken to people who live here, and they say it opens up the landscape. You can see further with no trees. So, you know, I guess they find a positive in that, don't they? And that view is just something else. It is just so beautifully peaceful here. Wonderful, very relaxing, just being, just hanging out here. I think we are all enjoying just a bit of decompression time, and Shetland definitely offers you that. So I wonder what the story behind this whistle is on the gate. Interesting. So we've nearly got as far west as we can go now. I think those white buildings we can see ahead there are Melby, which is as far as west as we can get on the Shetland Islands, and from there we should be able to see just across the water to Papastoa, which is the little island just off to the north. The sun is out, it's really warmed up, it's turned into a beautiful day, and isn't this just wonderful here? We're having a great time today. We're all really chilled out, relaxing, enjoying the riding, enjoying the scenery. Fantastic day. Yeah, yeah. I saw someone post that. He walked his dog up to one of the tops, and it was snowing, which is not. And here's Mr. Parry doing a video diary in Melby, right the furthest west you can get on the island of Shetland. Very remote, isn't it? I mean, if you think about what we've just written. So that's definitely Papa Stowe over there, which you can only get to by either plane or boat.
Well, it was worth the ride just for this, wasn't it? Isn't it beautiful? So amazing.
Off again, and we're heading south this time, down the peninsula, just exploring further down this way. So they're going to do a big loop around this part of the island. It's clouded over a bit again now. The weather's just so changeable here. You know, you get the locals say you get 4 seasons in one day, and that's certainly true from what we've experienced just today. But very comfortable riding. It's lovely. So we're trekking across the moors here to find this Neolithic temple and a little village settlement, or what's left of it. This looks very interesting.
All sorts of interesting things. Yeah, that's actually a big rock. With a spruce. Wow.
So that was a grand day out. So we're just returning to the rally side here. Now you can see the big white marquee ahead, and it's right next to the village hall here. So it's very convenient, the facilities of the village hall. Great rally site, really well organised rally. I take my hat off to the club that organised this. Must be so much work goes into it. Fantastic rally. Right, now the challenge of finding somewhere to park. Well, that was a fantastic night we had last night in the Marquee. Some awfully talented bands, all local bands from the Shetland as well. Fantastic musical talent here. The wind is really getting up today. Really getting up. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting day today. It's blowing about 4-7, I think. We had quite a lot of rain overnight as well, and unfortunately this field is turning into something of a bog. It's just holding the water. Very soft and comfortable to sleep on, but yeah, a bit wet underfoot, unfortunately. And getting very, very windy. So John and I have just come for a little walk down to the seaside, having an explore. The fresh air, it's lovely. Off exploring on the bikes again, even though it is really blowing a gale at the moment. So we're heading north today, and we're going to catch the ferry over to Yell, and then ride up across Yell and go up to Unst, which is the most northerly island, and then ride right to the very northern point of Unst. So we've been to the most northerly point of the Shetland Islands. So looking forward today. Yeah, a couple of ferry crossings. Always like going on a ferry crossing. It's always great fun.
This is the non-pre-booked line.
So this is the ferry that will take us across to Yell, the next island. And we've met up with these other bikers who are from the rally, and they're off exploring as well. So we're crossing together. We're going to ride straight across Yell to get up to Unst in case we run out of time. However, it's lunchtime now, so we're going to find somewhere to stop to eat on the way. I think that we got more chance of catching somewhere here in Yell by the time we get to the ferry and cross over to Unst. Might be a bit late for lunch. Right, well, I haven't got anybody to call. This is mid-Yell, beautiful, and lovely cafe here. We just had some fantastic homemade soup for lunch here. Isn't this beautiful? Another ferry crossing. We're going over to Unst now, most northerly island. This wind is relentless, just doesn't stop, blowing a gale the whole time. So we are now heading north up to the Hermanez National Nature Reserve, and dodging sheep. You're going to be so careful on these roads. And it's still blowing a gale. recreation of a Viking longhouse and a Viking longboat. There's the longboat. Amazing to think that they cross the seas in these things. Go and have a closer look. Retracing our steps now on the ferry back to Yell. We'll head back to the rally site. I think everyone's got the same idea. All the bikes from the rally are on this ferry. We're all heading back together. Well, just got back to the rally site after a ride out, and it's blowing a hooler here, so we'll see what the casualties are. Casualty already over here.
Hinges in.
Yeah. Great night of partying last night, but the wind got up even stronger during the night. I think a lot of people have actually abandoned the tents now. It's a bit breezy again this morning. Oh, but the sun's out, so we're going for a ride. last night, but a lot of people have packed in already. So, this is The Art of Travelling Light by Moggy Moreau.
Or the art of not travelling right, as the case may be.
Here's the trusty Triumph steed, packed and ready to go. I think John's luggage has expanded over the weekend. It's now 2/3 of its volume is water.
Yeah.
This is our last bit of exploring. We're all packed up, ready for the ferry, but as the ferry doesn't sail till this evening, we're spending the day exploring, and as you can see, it's glorious, but windy still, so windy. Well, that's the money shot, I think. That sums up this weekend. 3 bikes on the Shetlands. Just going for a little explore over here by the cliffs, carefully because of the wind, but this is just so beautiful, wonderful, and just watching the sea crashing against the base of the cliffs here. Could spend all day here. Well, I have to say this has been an awesome weekend on the Shetland Islands. The Simmerdim rally is fantastic. It is a brilliant rally, really well organised by the the guys that run the rally. The catering is fantastic. The prices are very good. The food is awesome. I believe it's provided by the local inn down in Bray. Yeah, really enjoyed the food. Local beer as well from the local brewery. All of the bands, local bands, we had 3 bands every night, all local bands from the Shetland Islands. Such fantastic musical talent. And of course all of the other guys at the rally. What a nice bunch of people. Every single person I bumped into at the rally, spoke to, wonderful people. It's just been a fantastic weekend. I am exhausted, windswept, but had a fantastic time. So we are meandering our way back down towards Lerwick to catch the evening overnight ferry. So here we are, all ready to embark on the ferry back to Aberdeen. Thank you Shetlands, thank you Simmerdim. Fantastic time. We'll be back.